Okay, I'm doing my 50-pound pack drills here in Salinas. And this is the old Salinas, Californian building. Salinas, Californian was once one of the great newspapers. In fact, it's the oldest newspaper, I believe, in California that's still publishing. Now, of course, the old building has broken windows. It's been abandoned by its former owners. We got the homeless person sleeping it off upstairs. Kind of classic Salinas. I love this town. It's my intent to live here for the rest of my life, but no way around it. It's become, in some ways, a dreadful shithole. In some ways. In other ways, it's incredibly beautiful. Anyway, there's the Californian. We've moved. In my novel, some of the protagonists are up on the roof watching the riot that takes place right here. My novel is set in 2022 during about a 9 earthquake, and actually the earthquake isn't that bad. I envisioned it at about an 8. It's not supposed to be that devastating. The devastating part is the social fabric unraveling. Anyway, this beautiful courthouse built during the 30s, I believe, around the old courthouse. Actually, the fascinating part is the old courthouse was inside it. They built the court complex around it and then tore out down the beautiful old building. There's a riot there in 2022. The drones blow people up, and there's a lynching right here. And I did that to point out how people mobs can be coerced into lynching damn near anybody. And lynching is a time-honored tradition against people who are dissenting. By the way, those are homeless shelters across the street here in downtown Salinas. They are a whole different class of homeless. They're the people who really are genuinely, not drug addicts, not crazies, who genuinely have suffered a tragedy of some kind and lost their home. So those guys, they're great neighbors. The people who defecate on my front porch, not so much. But anyway, over here, this used to be this whole thing used to be like back when Salinas in the 1890s, the place was dominated by little ranchettes, I guess you could say. They had, since they didn't have cars yet, let's not get run over. Since they didn't have cars, they had horse pastures and gardens. And this library is built on the site of the Armstrong complex. Those palm trees separated the barns. Oh, we got a church. Everybody's religious. Here, these palm trees separated the house, the mansion, from the barn and the garden and the horse yard. So these palm trees feature as well when the state blows up the library because paper books are really dangerous. Unlike the internet, they can't be controlled or manipulated. So I'm giving away too much of the book. But anyway, there's a big gunfight here. And right out of these windows, the white supremacists do their fighting. If you want to call it that, it's rather ineffectual fighting. And over here, and then I'll stop my video. This is the USO Club, now repurposed as the Salinas Recreation Club. That building over there. There's a lot to see here in Salinas that's really fascinating. The homeless have kind of taken over the library. A lot of people stopped coming around because with the new California laws under our current administration, you can steal $1,000 and with the no bail policy, you can be out the same day. So a lot of purse snatching, defecating going on right here. Today there aren't any homeless that I can see, but it's a warm day, so they've migrated. Again, these aren't the people who have just lost their homes or something. These are people who are drug addicts or insane, and somehow society hasn't managed to cope with them. Okay, And across over there, the parking structure from whence the RPGs get fired by the strike teams. They kind of do battle with the Salinas Police Department. And finally, look at that. One of the first USO clubs, I believe it was, it may have come into operation right before World War II. But anyway, all through World War II, if you can see the spirits of the thousands and thousands of men who came through Fort Ord, who came through this USO club. Fort Ord was a nearby army base that was shut down. Anyway, I just wanted to show you a little bit of Salinas. I'm out here doing my pack hike for exercise. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful town in an insane age. That's why I wrote my novel, The Pyre, to create sort of a parody of what we're seeing already. Have a great day. And The Pyre is going to be out on Audible any day now.